of resistance, because this is the real energetics of your business, right? If you're looking for your next breakthrough in income, it is going to come from letting go of resistance. Every time we let go of a layer of resistance, we actually let in more cash. And it isn't until you start to become hyper aware of where you are holding resistance that you can actually start to let this resistance go, right? Some of the things that come up for my clients, which are definitely things that have come up for me in the past as well, is money, bills, paying your bills. Having my coach calls it a thermostat, right? Hang on, sorry, that's my Alexa. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. It's like, you got to go pick up the kids. I know I need to go pick up the kids. For me, this thermostat used to be really low. Like any amount of money would stress me out. And then I sort of got more ease with $1,000, $2,000. But then I'd get $7,000, $8,000 in a bill. And again, the resistance would come in, right? And I would feel myself holding the money because of the resistance I felt to letting it go. But the more I practiced just letting it go, the more I realized as soon as I let go of the money, I didn't think about it again, right? So you think every single thought, every single feeling has an energy. So when you're holding on to something, if you're holding on to not letting something go, it's there in your mind. You're holding it in your thoughts. You're holding it in your worries. You're holding it in your energy, and your energy is coming out and it's attracting more of the same energy back in, right? And it could it might not just be money. This is relevant to me right now because I recently held on to a really big decision, and I held back making the decision for the same reason that I've held on to other decisions. And this has been a real big release for me in the last lunar cycle, realizing where I hold on to things out of a responsibility I feel to other people. And this goes way back into my childhood, right? This goes back to where I felt like I had to hold things for my parents who dealt with a lot of stress, dealt with a lot of trauma, and working through my own trauma release to know that I don't have to hold things for people, and I don't have to hold back a decision for fear of hurting other people's feelings. Ultimately, I'm in a business and I have to make business decisions. And so, whether it's paying on time, making a decision, whatever you're holding, you will only find peace by letting it go. And when you find peace, you actually shift your energy body to be more of the frequency of what you're trying to call in. And that's got to be your goal every day in your business. How do I become more of the frequency of the thing that I want and less of the frequency of everything that I lack, right? And this is where you've got to trust. And you've got to ask powerful questions like, why am I holding? If you notice resistance, if you can start to become really aware and mindful of where you have resistance, you can start asking powerful questions that take you out of survival mode, right? Survival mode, feeling the resistance, avoiding the resistance, running out old patterns because of the resistance, basically just surviving the reality that you have. Ask a question, what am I holding on to? Then you flick out of survival mode, you flick into your creative brain. Your brain starts seeking in what it doesn't know, right? Instead of what it knows. And then there's this whole other layer that I've been so excited to play in the last, couple of months, which I call the quantum playing field, which is the stuff that you don't know that you don't know. But the point is that the brain starts to seek. So the brain starts to seek for the answer. And you have to come down to trust. I think if you had trust, you would let anything go, right? It's like that idea, I think I've mentioned this before in my live videos, standing on the edge of an airplane, throwing yourself off, not knowing that you have a parachute to catch you, but trusting that you'll find your wings and fly, right? That level of trust. Like, I'm getting emotional now, like thinking about this. That level of trust. How do you get that level of trust? And you can get that level of trust through practice, putting yourself into a position of discomfort over and over and over again, and getting the universe to show you, getting the universe to show you that you are the fucking universe, right? And that is where you don't need the universe to show you. You can start to trust, right? And discomfort is key here. The most uncomfortable thing to do when you are feeling resistance is to let it go. Whatever you're holding, let it go. But that is where the magic happens, over and over and over and over again. Hey, Benjamin, how are you going? Total trust, total willingness to let go. You know, Benjamin's a client, and just watching his journey over the last couple of weeks, and it has been exactly that: willingness to let go, openness to let go, willingness to just surrender and allow, actually, because it's holding energetic space, right? This resistance that you have is actually an energetic space. And my coach actually noticed something quite powerful in our session today, which led me to going live on this, right? The resistance that I was holding around the decision that I was holding on to not making, it made me physically tired. Like, I noticed how I felt physically tired because I'm holding all of this like gunky stuff in my energy body, right? And that is all frequency. And this is where you're going to take your business to another level, is to start seeing how you feel as the frequency that is attracting what you have. So if you want to change things, there's no good pushing and forcing to change things on the outside. You just got to get inside of yourself and start shifting your frequency. And there's ways and tools to do that. So if that sounds exciting to you, and maybe you're a person that has got to a certain level and you're hitting a wall, and you're not finding a way over the wall, and you're looking for a way to do things differently, I want you to watch out on my profile tomorrow, because I'm going to be sharing something epic. It is really exciting. It is down to the energetics of business, which is the next level, right? And this is for somebody very specific. Like I said, you've tried all the things. You've tried all the strategies, you know, and there's just something. And this is where we're going to get really deep into what you're holding, because the gifts are always in the mystery. The gifts are always in the unconscious. People talk about mindset, right? Got to shift your mindset. Well, your mindset is what you know. You're trying to force a change in what you know. And then we go into the subconscious. And the subconscious is also what you know. It's just underneath. It's just underneath your consciousness, right? And usually with the subconscious stuff, we're lifting it up into consciousness, but it's still the stuff that we know. And the real area of change, the real area of quantum possibility to unlock your infinite potential, is getting into the stuff that you don't know. And the stuff that you don't know, that is held in your body, that is held in your energy body. And that is where you can really start to see quantum leaps in your frequency that create quantum leaps in your income, your impact, and your influence as well. I am riding off a cloud right now in terms of the quantum leaps that have happened with the new clients that I've brought in the last couple of weeks. We're now up to a straight run of epic results. And I know that they're coming from within them. You know, it's a hall of mirrors. Ultimately, what you have on the outside is being created from the inside. So I will listen to Alexa now, and I will go pick the children up. And I'm wishing you a most beautiful day. But if you're curious into this stuff, if you're looking for a way forward that is perhaps outside of the box of what you've tried up till now, look out on my profile tomorrow, or comment below and I'll tag you in the post, because I'm going to be sharing something super freaking exciting.